I can't believe I got caught up in another eBay glitch. I had eBay call me, and of course they know nothing about it. To hear my story, let's launch this reseller rowboat. Hi everyone, it's Beth. Welcome back to another car chat. It's another busy week. Haven't gone live, haven't done a working hangout. It's been crazy. How's your life? If you're new here, hi. My name's Beth. I live in Texas. I sell on eBay, Poshmark, and Shopify. And I do a vlog every once in a while to catch you guys up on what's going on in my business and my personal life. So let's go ahead and get started with this freaking eBay glitch, guys. I'm on my way to my parents right now. It's their 65th anniversary, and I'm going up there to take them out to lunch to celebrate. So I will not be working on my business today, which is Thursday. Tomorrow I have to be in the office, and Saturday we're going to be gone. So 3 days in a row, I will not be able to work on my business. It's got me a little bit on edge. I don't have a lot of drafts ready to go live. So I'm just going to do the best I can. All right, eBay. So my sales were doing really well in September. I had the green arrow. My 7-day total was sometimes $1,200 to $1,300. I know a lot of you think that's not a lot. I'm part-time. I have a business. I have a job, and I also do caregiving. So this is just extra, okay? Although I do contribute to the family bills from my online business. And I think it first started, I had to go over to my bank to pay my credit card bill. And I looked at my checking account balance, and I'm like, holy cow. I'm not going to have enough money, to pay Jania this month. And then I realized that Callie's dental surgery bill was put on my debit card. So right there, that was a big chunk. So I put that back in, but it still wasn't good, and I've been looking at my total going down the last week. It's been under $700 at times. That's that bad. And I was trying to figure it out. And this is when doing little things for your business can help you, because sometimes you find problems. Every day I take inventory. Every day I revise listings, do like a restart. And I run my sales for 24 hours. And I noticed every day I also cross list over to List Perfectly. And yesterday I was doing that, and I had seen this a couple of times the other day when I was doing inventory. I was like, why is that item on sale? Like, my items go on sale every day, like clockwork. This item should have been on sale. This item should have been on sale. And I'm like, what the heck? I don't cross list over to List Perfectly until they go on sale, because I want the sales price to be on Poshmark, okay? So if it's listed for $20 and it goes on sale for 10% off, that's $18. I want the $18 to be showing up on Poshmark, not the $20. And so I opened the first item, and I noticed that my store categories were gone. It just said other. That was it, other. A couple of times I opened it up, and it was a foreign language. I don't have a dictionary, and I can't Google right now. A-U-T-R-A, I think. Ultra. I don't know what language that is, but it's not English. And I'll put it on the screen if I find out what it is, if I think about it. So this is a problem for me, and I know sometimes people get tired of me talking about my store categories, but for those of you who are new, I have 2 store categories. The top one is where it's listed in my inventory room. So if it's black, blue, yellow, floral, straight leg, that kind of thing, because I take these sections down and I do inventory on them, and then I put them back up, and I correct any mistakes, make changes, things like that. The bottom category tells me when it was listed most of the time. And so that's by month. And if it's been listed a year, if it's been listed 2 years, you know, that's how I run my daily markdown manager sales. So if it's just listed, it's 10% off for the most part. All right. When it's been 6 months, it's 20% off. When it's a year, it's 30% off. And when it's 2 years, it's 40% off. So that's how I do it. And so this is why these were not being picked up on sale, is I didn't have the categories. So I was like, okay. So I was a little panicked. I go over to my active listings and I sort by category other. And I believe there were 1,093 items out of my 3,800 items. And sorry, I got to get on the freeway here. I got to get over here. Hold on. Okay, so I was like, man, 1,000 items. Wow. But then I got to thinking about it. There are some of my items that do have an other in them, like appliances. The top category is other, the bottom category is appliances. Earrings, the top category is other, the bottom category is earrings. And my picture frames, top category is other, bottom category is picture frames. So when I added all that up, I'm like, okay, that's about 400 items actually that I can easily say are fine. And I called eBay, or I had them call me, because I was like, this is going to take hours to fix. I'm going to have to go into each one, and I'm going to have to add the categories. And I have to have a little chart next to me that tells me, oh, in July, it was listed under this category. If it was listed in August, it was listed in this category. And so I have my little chart. I had eBay call me. Of course, they know nothing about this. Nothing. And they're like, it's going to be 24 to 48 hours before this ticket gets looked at. And I'm like, okay, well, by then, hopefully I will have fixed it. But I told the lady, I said, you know, I need to know, are they coming back? Like, should I spend hours and hours doing this? And they're getting ready to come back? Or are they going to be taken away again? You know? And she had no answers, of course. So that was a bummer. So it took me about 5 hours, and I did it. I fixed them all. Now, I don't know if they resorted back to other, because I had to leave the house before my sale started, so I have no idea. But I'm a little bit peeved. And there was no rhyme or reason. It wasn't certain categories. It wasn't certain days that I listed. It was just all mixed up. And even the appliances, some of them just said other, so I had to put appliances in there. This is a problem. But I'll tell you what, while I was doing this for 5 hours, the sales were going bananas. It was just sale after sale after sale. I had a really good day yesterday. And I don't know if it was the activity, because I was just opening so many items and fixing them, or what. My wrist is still a little sore from doing all that work, but I got it done. But I need you to do things like that. Check your categories if categories are important to you. Some of you don't use them, then that's fine. But nose around in your account, especially when your sales have tanked, and just make sure everything is working the way you think it should be working. If you run a sale, see, this was my big mistake. If you run a sale, and let's say you put everything in your store on sale, which I do, that means when I click sales, I should have added up to almost 3,800 items, minus about 20 or 40 that I just listed. You need to look at things like that, because I don't want you to end up like me and find out days later that this is happening. I don't know. I think the call was for nothing. but at least I got it reported. And I was really surprised because I have concierge, and usually when they call me, I get somebody else in Texas, usually San Antonio or something, someone that I can understand and they can understand me really well. And yesterday, I could not find the place to have them call me. Like, usually I just go straight to the bottom of the page. Well, yesterday, it wasn't there. So I had to Google, have eBay call me. And it took me to this chat thing. And it just kept saying, just say, I need an agent to call me. I need an agent to call me. And so every time they asked me a question and I answered it, and they go, okay. And I would say it again, agent call me, agent call me. And finally they prompted, would you like an agent to call you? Yes. And the lady at eBay did tell me that they have been having some trouble with their help page. I was like, yeah, I could tell. I had to jump through hoops. But back to my original point, usually I get somebody that's like in San Antonio area. And this time I got someone on the other side of the world. Okay, I could not understand him. He could not understand what I was talking about. And I kept saying, I don't understand what you're saying. I don't understand what you're saying. And then after about the third or fourth time, when he took my information down, he said, I'm going to transfer you to another department. And then it was somebody that was obviously in the United States. I didn't ask her where she was, but it seemed like I was back in concierge. So, eBay, get your shit together. Please get your shit together, because I don't know. Poshmark has been pretty good. I've had some pretty good sales over there. Some days as many sales as I've had on eBay, which is not saying a lot. And Shopify, still no sales. I have done another boosting thing. I have redone my invitation that I put in my packages, and my first line is lowest prices ever, and then my website, and then I highlighted it in yellow. Like, total overkill, okay? I had a lady yesterday message me and say, she bought 3 items for me on eBay, and she said, I always love shopping from your store. You are super. And I wanted so bad to say, well, then check your business card when you get it. You know, check the package. For goodness sakes, you could have saved money even more if you would have gone to my website. But I couldn't say that. So anyway, I'm up for more ideas. It's getting about time for me to reorder emery boards, which means I have passed out about 800 emery boards. All right. I don't know whether I should pay the money. It was somewhere between $300 and $400 is all I know. I'm going to say it was $330 for 1,000, something like that. It won't cost me as much this time because I don't have to pay the setup fee of $50. But I was wondering, is it even worth it for me to even order these? I think it is, because they're less likely to throw the emery boards away than they are the business cards. So if I were to get rid of anything, it would be the business cards, which I'm not going to do. But I just think it looks professional to put a business card in there. So I don't know, they might be like me. I put business cards on the refrigerator a lot so that I don't lose people's number and web address. But yeah, comment below. Do you think I should reorder emery boards? Is it working? Obviously, things are not working out for me the way I had hoped. We're still at between 5 and 6 months open, though. I've still got another, 18 months of this. And, you know, I said I would give it 2 years, so I'm not going to panic. But people aren't coming to my live streams, but they are coming to my Facebook page. And so I feel like my Facebook page is the place to really, really hit it hard on the ads. And every day I screenshot things that I've listed and I put them up there and say, hey, you know, go to tenafardstore.com. You'll get these things really, really cheap. You know, been doing that. I send out newsletters every day saying, please check our business card for more sale, you know, more savings. I do buyer group coupons. I put the same thing. Like, I feel like I'm doing everything I can. Now, I did make an ad, and I really like my ad off of the ChatGPT suggestion. It's about 12 seconds long, and I like it. I like the way it came out. I sent it to people. There was overall a good response to it. I still haven't put it on Pinterest, but tonight it's dropping on my new YouTube channel with lots of hashtags, and we're going to see if that helps. And I do want to put it on TikTok. Even though TikTok did absolutely nothing for me after about 30 posts, I'm going to go ahead and, hey, what the heck? I'm just going to put it on TikTok, see what happens. If I even get one hit, guys, just one freaking hit from this ad, then I'm going to start making ads. All right. And I'm going to use ChatGPT, and I'm going to say, I want a totally different ad, a totally different look. Let's go. What you got? That's what I'm going to do. But I've got to get a hit. Guys, I would love your comments below. I know you guys think I'm crazy for opening a Shopify store, but today when I heard about people complaining about fees on eBay, I was like, I'm tired of these fees. Like, I'm going to still stick with eBay and Poshmark, I'm sure, especially eBay. If I start getting Shopify sales, I'm not going to get off those platforms, but the fewer fees that I can pay, the better. And I'm hoping yesterday I think I did $218. So I'm hoping I have a halfway decent day today. No sales so far that I could tell, but I haven't sent out offers yet. And because my items were on sale when I left the house. So yeah. I want you guys to know that I appreciate all of you who watch my channel. I've gotten some new subscribers recently. I would love to get to know you guys. I would really like to shoot for a Sunday night shipping live stream this weekend. I just don't know how I'm going to do it, but I really like to shoot for that because I miss chatting with you, and I hope you have a great rest of your week, great sales. Don't forget that we are all in this business boat together, so paddle on, and may God keep you in his pocket. Bye.